Hi guys! Sorry, I know I've not been active since I don't even know, July or something. It's been a crazy, 5 months? It's flown in. The date and time right now is the 31st of December 2017, and it's 25 past 9. Currently, as I'm filming this, it's 25 past 9. Let me also apologise quickly for the state of my eyebrows. One of them is killing it, and one of them is not. And I don't know if you do this in other countries, or if this is a Scottish thing, or whether it's just something that it's a British thing. I don't know. But we do New Year's resolutions. And basically, a New Year's resolution is a promise that you make on the 1st of January that you're going to try to keep to as much as you possibly can throughout the rest of the year. Most people do 1, 2, maybe 3. I usually do about 3, give or take 2 or 3. But this year, I really pushed the boat out and I've done 12. So this is my 12 New Year's resolutions. And the reason that I'm doing 12 of them is so that every single month I've got something different to focus on. And some of these things are things personally that I need to do or learn words, use them. It's things I need to learn how to do, things I think I could improve on, things that I just in general need to get better at. So my first New Year's resolution is number 1, and my first New Year's resolution is to not care about what people think or say about me. There's a firework going off already at 9:30. And the reason that I'm going to try not to care about what people say or think about me is because I need to learn or accept the fact that not everyone I meet is going to be nice. I've learned that the hard way this year. I've had people who I thought I knew and people who I thought I could trust really go behind my back and say some really horrible, nasty things about me. This isn't aimed in any way, and I know I'm going to get hate for this, but it's not aimed at all, and it's just the truth, because I have had people go behind my back this year and say, oh, she's such a slag, she's such a slut, she's done this, she's done that. And I think my problem was I cared about it. Oh, hello Lauren. That's a Snapchat. I'll turn my ringer off so that doesn't happen again. I think the main reason that it affected me so much this year was I cared about it. If I hadn't cared and if I just kind of swept it under the rug and gone, nah, whatever, it wouldn't have affected me as deeply as it did. There's no way around it, because it did, it hurt me. But I think now if I'm gonna try not to do that, I think I'll be alright. So number 2, to be more self-sufficient. As many of you know, I'm autistic. That means that I do kind of rely heavily on other people to help me. I am fairly independent, but there are things that I just really do struggle with, and I think I will, in general, just struggle with them for a long time. But this year, I'm definitely going to focus on not being as heavily reliant on other people as I was this year. Number 3, to learn that I am who I am and I'm okay with myself the way that I am. I'm all for body positivity. Let me say that now. I'm all for body positivity. I identify as a feminist, but I don't agree with all the policies, if that makes sense. I believe more in equal rights than... I'm not saying that women are better than men and men are useless. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm trying to say is that I believe that men and women should be getting equal pay and they should have equal rights, because it's not happening everywhere in the world. It might happen in the country I'm living in. It doesn't happen everywhere else in the world, does it? So, and I think I need to kind of accept myself. I already have. I've actually lost a lot of weight. And people always go, oh my god, you've lost weight. And people don't really have that effect when people say, oh, I've gained a bit of weight. They go, oh, you should try and lose it. And honestly, I don't care. I mean, it would be fantastic if I was 6'4" with really slim legs and a flat stomach and I had a beautiful face. I didn't have all of the excess fat and weight that I do have. And I think it's time that I push that image of myself out of my head, because that's not how I want to live. I don't want to live a life of, oh, but I should look like this. Society tells me I need to look like this. And it doesn't, because I don't need to look any particular think I need to learn to accept that a bit more this year. Number 4. And to be a more honest and truthful person, I don't think I really need to explain this. I do find it really difficult to tell people the complete truth because I'm terrified of hurting them. So if someone says, does my bum look big in this, for example, I'll say no, even if it does. And that's a white lie. That's something that I would say is a white lie to spare people's feelings. And sometimes you don't really want to spare people's feelings, if that makes sense. Like, they genuinely want to know if they look good in this or if they don't look good in this. And if I say, you look fantastic in that, even if they don't, I'm lying to them. And I'm going to try not to do that this year. I might not say, oh, you look dreadful in that. What I think I might say something is, I don't think it looks good on you. Maybe something else similar will look better on you. Or, you know, some things work on you, some things don't. And that's the truth, because different body types, you know? I think it's fair. Number 5, to accept that sometimes I can't change things. I've beaten myself up a lot this year over things I can't change. I got exam results this year. I'd only done 3. So 2 out of my 3 were A's. And I'm thrilled that I got A's. Completely thrilled. I worked very hard for them. But the one that I didn't get an A in, I got a B in. And it was a subject that I've struggled with for the majority of my life. And I'm struggling again with it this year. I got a C in the prelim with the pre-exam in January last year. And then I went up to a high B. Honestly, I'm really impressed with that. That is something that I gave myself a big pat on the back for. And then just the other day I turned around and said, but I could have got an A in that. I should have got an A. I studied harder to get an A. And I think that I don't need to be wasting time and energy on things that I can't change. Because there are things in life that you can't change. And I think that while it's alright that there's things in life that you can't change, I need to accept that I can't change them. Right. Number 6. To learn that I don't always have things go the way I want them to. Which kind of links in with the last one. Just accepting change. Which is part of my autism. I don't react to change particularly well. But honestly, I think it's just that I need to learn that something should have happened and it didn't. Something happened and it shouldn't have. And sometimes you study hard for things and you want to get an A and you don't get an A. And that's alright, because you know in yourself that you tried. And if you got a B or a C, that's absolutely fine. Even if you failed, that's okay. Because you've always got a life ahead of it. No one is ever going to turn around to me and say, you can't do this because you failed that in your 4th year of high school. It's not going to happen. I need to accept that. It's the personal one. Number 7, to finally ride public transport. Due to my anxiety and my claustrophobia issues, I do really, really struggle on public transport. Buses and trains, I don't do them at all. I think I've ridden a bus independently 3 times in my life, and I'm 17, almost. I'm 16 and a half, which is dreadful to say that. I've ridden a train once independently, so I'm also going to be learning how to drive this year, so that's another year of his listen to learn how to drive. I think it's another thing about not relying on other people. I think it's just, I want to finally prove to people that I am independent, I can do this, and you said I can't. I'm just going to prove you wrong. Number 8, to learn how to drive and pass my driving test. This is a very, very personal one. I do believe that I need to learn how to drive, because if I'm going to be going to college or uni or a job, I'm going to need to get there. And I don't follow maps particularly well. I need to have like Siri or like, what's the thing, like Google Maps, like shouting out the directions to me to tell me turn left up ahead, take in a quarter mile, turn left or whatever. I need that. I need a sat nav essentially. And sometimes trains and buses don't really, direct you to the place where you want to go. Right, number 9, very personal again. I want to write a short story or a book, which I think it's something I've always really wanted to do, and this year I've got a little notebook in my desk drawer. I'm filming on my desk just now, and then underneath I've got like a drawer, At the minute, it's like full of gubbins and it's got all my study stuff in it. Question. Why am I filming this? I need to be studying. Should I study? Yes. Am I going to? No. Yes. And I think that I need to learn to write a book because I enjoy English. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. And I think that I need to learn that I enjoy reading. I love reading. I went and bought 3 books yesterday for no reason, just because I like the look of them. And one by my favourite author. And I got books for Christmas, and I got a Kindle, and I've got ebooks, and I love it. And I think it's just, if I enjoy reading other people's ideas, what's stopping me from putting my ideas out there, or my opinions across? Kind of like what I do on YouTube, I suppose, just written. Number 10, to accept my body the way that it is. Like I said earlier, I've lost some weight, and I'm thrilled with that. I might be going on a holiday later on this year. Fingers crossed, please. I might be going on holiday, and everyone says, oh, you know, sweat for the holiday, you need to lose a couple of dress sizes. And I said that to my mum earlier. I want to lose dress sizes for going on holiday. I want to drop 2 dress sizes. I want to go to a 10. I'm currently a size 12. A 12 to 14. Does that make me overweight? Yes. Should I not be overweight? Probably. Is that going to affect my confidence in the future? Very possibly. Should it? Absolutely not. And while I'm going to continue losing some weight, and I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to tone, and I'm going to, feel the burn and all that fun stuff, I think I also need to accept my body the way that it is, because my body is mine. And I only get one. And I have done things to my body that I'm not proud of. And there are things that I will end up doing to my body that I will probably end up regretting. But I think it's just that everyone says that you need to accept yourself before you can love yourself before you love other people. And I love all my friends. I love all my partners, my ex-boyfriends. I've loved those people. I just still do love all my friends. And I think it's about time that I started, showing myself some love. Number 11, to become a good friend. I don't think I'm a particularly great friend. I've got a job, so I'm working. I don't meet up with my friends as much as I'd like to. Again, I can't really do public transport, so I rely on my parents to drop me off because I can't drive yet. I rely on a lot of people to help me travel. I've got friends that if I do go on public transport, it's baring teeth. I hate doing it. So it's just kind of what I have to do. I don't do it if I don't have to. So I want to be able to meet up with people more. I want to be able to have better relationships with people. I'm not saying I'm a shit person. I'm not saying I'm a shitty person because I don't meet up with my friends all the time. My friends are at college, or they're doing exams as well. They might be doing more exams than me. So if I've got one free day and I message them, do you want to meet up in the town centre, or do you want to go into Glasgow? And they say, sure, that's great, I'll catch the bus and I'll meet you at the train station. And I'm like, and so yeah, I want to be able to meet up with my friends a bit more. Right, the last one, to learn how to budget successfully. I can't budget. I went on Amazon earlier and I've had to buy hair conditioner for my hair. I've got a wedding in January. I want to look good for it. And I want to be able to buy decent clothes this year, because some of my clothes don't suit me. I've accepted that now. I've tried out a lot of different clothing styles this year, and I finally found what I think is my style. I don't know if it'll stick. We'll find out. But I think that's kind of it. I just want to learn how to manage my money, because I'm not always going to have my mum and dad kicking me up the arse and saying, you need money! And I'm not always going to have the bank of mum and dad to go to and be like, can I borrow 20 quid? Can I borrow 50 quid and I'll pay you back when I get my wages? I want to learn how to budget a bit more. Like, I need to sit down and actually write out my meal plans for the week. How much needs to go in my bank account. I want to be able to say, I've got £150 in the bank, for example. What do I really need? Do I need milk? Do I need bread? Do I need fruit? Do I need clothes? Do I need shoes? And if I don't need any of that, I don't need to go out and spend it. So that's my 12 New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to do my level best to stick to them. So comment down below what your New Year's resolutions are. If you don't do New Year's, write 3 things or 4 things or 5 things that you want to improve on in 2018. And Happy New Year when it comes. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a nice holiday. And I should probably get back to studying. So, see you guys. I'll see you in 2018.